Claude Patrick, one of the newest additions to the UFC welterweight division, made a splash in his debut at UFC 115, vanquishing Ricardo Funch by second-round submission. The Toronto native, a multiple-time Canadian Jiu-Jitsu national champion, elaborated on how he needs to continue evolving in the gym to become a title contender in the world's largest mixed martial arts organization.
I find one of the bigger problems, a lot of guys stay an island unto themselves. They know it all. They've got their one trainer and they know it all. Where you got to get around, especially in Ontario with the sport being still not legislated and legalized. You got to get around to wherever you can to get the best training and don't fall into like those personality cults where this is it, I know everything, and you fall short that way.
Patrick credits world-class training partners such as American top team prodigy Marcus Ariel for his newfound success.
Yeah, Marcus is the man. Marcus helped me a lot. He's swinging overhand right at me hard, so I had this up all the time. I was ready for that because first time he's like really cool, right? But first time he took that swing at me, it almost knocked me out. I was like, damn, this is no joke. So Marcus, you're a bad boy, but I got a lot of love for you.
Despite only being 1-0 in the UFC, Patrick recently expressed interest in facing South Korean judoka Dong-Hyun Kim in an interview with Fanhouse's Ariel Helwani.
I was watching Dong-Hyun Kim when he fought Amir Sadal the other week, and I was like, wow, this guy's got some really unique techniques, and I'd be honored to be able to face a guy like that, and he's somebody on the rise.
The Elite Training Center head BJJ coach clarified his intentions when he initially challenged the highly touted stun gun.
He's a lot different than most of the fighters. You see a lot of guys, they just like double leg, single leg, just really hard, trying to go. Whereas he's very elusive in his techniques. He does a whole bunch of moves that look like they come from a comic book. He's throwing the guy here, throwing the guy there. He's beating good strikers, good grapplers. So I was watching this fight, and I'm like, man, that guy's really good. And I looked at him like, he's the same weight class as me. Someday, I hope to be at the level where I can compete against him. And I'm not calling the guy out because I'm new there, so for me to say I want to fight this guy, that guy's kind of out of place. But they asked me who I would ideally like to fight, and I was like, that's the guy right now.
While Dong-Hyun Kim has already been booked to face John Hathaway at UFC 120 in October, Patrick's next bout has yet to be officially announced. With a world-class roster of welterweight competitors, Patrick finds himself with a number of intriguing potential opponents ahead of him as he looks to continue his ascent up the UFC 170-pound ladder.